Okay. Me and my drink. I'm just going to get you up for those that can't see yet. I'm just going to get my live up. And turn off the sound so that I'm not reverberating off everywhere. Sometimes I really don't like computers. We're not friends, it would appear. Oh, look, 13 people. Hello. Hi, Diana. Hi, Alunda. All right, there we go. So, oh, I know what else I have to do. Me. Hi, Sherry, Linda, J-Bass, Nancy, Sharon, Landa. It's all happening. I love it. All right. So today I thought we'd chat about acrylic templates. Lots of you don't know that I offer them. Lots of you have never used them and wonder why we bother. So I thought I'd do a little bit of a chat, and then I'm gonna have requests on some stuff as well. Hi, Alicia. I just got out of the shower, so I have no makeup. I haven't done my hair. I brushed it, so it's not naughty, and that's about all we got to today. So acrylic templates. First off, why do we want them? We want them because you can literally take a rotary cutter and a template and just cut around it, which means you don't have to measure and then cut with scissors. So for starters, it takes down the amount of time stuff takes. It also, they're see-through. So you can, in fact, center a design. So all of my templates have center points on, like, top, bottom. Oh, look, you can see me. Seeing me. How cool is that? Anyway, so you can center a design because it's got center points on all 4 sides of every single piece. And as you can see, they also come with a hanger hole. So I hang mine on these. I get these from like $2 shops, variety stores, whatever you want to call them. They're card rings, and you can usually get like 6 for $2. I have a heap of them. Every individual pattern I hang on these. And I've actually, when you buy these, they come with like a metal chain when you get them, when you buy these and you get them delivered, but I've just put this on because I prefer these ones. Hi everyone! I've missed a few highs. Lisa, Nick, and Helen. Hello, hello. So I have, these are, lots of people have been asking what these are. These are zipper templates. So they come from size 5" to size 12" which are these 2 here. And the idea is that you just draw inside the rectangle, you stick it on your fabric, you use a pen, you draw the rectangle, and that is your zipper template. It's pretty much what they call, zipper templates. They come in 1/2". So when you buy them, they're 1/2". These ones are different, ignore that. But they have like a 1/2" hole. But you can still use them for size 3 and size 5 zippers. All you have to do is sew 1 needle length inside of the drawing that you did. So 1 size templates will do all your different size zippers. If you're using a size 10 zipper, for whatever reason, you want like the world's biggest zipper, you would just do outside the line instead of inside. So these are cool, and I have 2 options. So you can get them in size 5 to size 12" in individual ones like this. And then also if you wanted to, whoops, I just opened my thing. You could actually have this outside bit and cut that out of vinyl and have it as like an around your zipper part because it would fit perfectly. So they kind of double up as that as well. I also have a single one. So this one does size 5 to size 10. So there's not as many sizes, but it is just 1 simple card. So you've got everything with you at all times. So you've got options. I use these every time I draw a zipper, unless I'm using my Tory template. So I have a separate Tory pocket template, which is literally the size of the Tory pocket, and it's already got the rectangle. So if I'm not doing a Tory pocket, I use these. Hello, everybody. that just joined us, we're just chatting about templates, really. So with my templates, I can only really reference my own because they're the only ones I've got. But with my templates, I have options. You can get all of the rectangles, so all of the pocket pieces, or you can just get the main pieces. So this one is Trollope. So this is my latest pattern. And as you can see, it has a lot of pieces. So the reason they cost so much is that all of that is one template. But it comes with like everything. So the vinyl window that you need literally has its own template. So you just lay that on vinyl, cut around it. Everything has its own thing. So even all of the rectangles that you find in the pattern as added extras. So if I write in the top of the pattern, additionally cut rectangles that are 8x6 or 8x8 or whatever I've chosen to do, you can get the complete set when there's two options will also have all of the rectangles. So you can choose to get them or you can choose to cut them separately. That's why I did it like that, because I use a lot of Tory pockets in my patterns because I love that size. It's my thing. So you can buy the Tory pockets separate, or when you're buying a pattern that uses it, you can buy it in there with it. So that's why I do those options. Does anybody have any questions? I'm all about questions. Hello, everybody that's just joined us again. We're all over the world today. Ireland, US, UK, Australia, Norway. We're all over it. I love it. I'm a little bit early today because I have some stuff I got to get done. I'm halfway through doing stuff, as you can see. It's fine. I'll get there. Florida. See, we're all over the world. Love it. I'm making these cute little belts at the moment. They don't look like belts yet. I haven't attached the stuff, but this is what I'm making. I've got to make 12. I'm about halfway through. Hi, Cindy. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about acrylic templates except that they're awesome and that not all of my patterns have them. I should probably get onto that. Most of them do. All of the recent ones do. Oh, Bunnings is calling me. That's cool. They can wait. They lost some of my stuff that I ordered and paid for. So I have a guy that makes my templates for me. So my templates are exclusive to me and my website. And he will only make them for me because he is somewhat retired. But we are friends and he has the machine, so he makes me my templates. He does an amazing job. He's insanely quick. He will post all over the world for me. So they come directly from him to you so that it's cheaper. Otherwise, it would have to come to me and then out, and that's double postage. So he sends them out. Oh, there you go. Mum's got the website there. So they're all the acrylic templates that I currently have. I have been asked recently to get a template to place rivets and stuff, so I need to look into what I want that to look like, but I will start doing templates that are like generic for everything, like corners and stuff like that. So if you wanted to do like a boxed corner, I will have a boxed corner, so you just lay it on the edge and then cut out that little bit, and that would be an easier option. So I do want to get some of those going. I just need to figure out how I want them to look, and then they will also be added to the website. But currently I've got Harlot, Trollope, Hussy, Floozy, 2 zipper templates, the Tory pocket, and I think that's about it. Can he make the zipper templates with 1/2-inch box instead of 3/8? Oh, I thought he was. I will get onto that. I think the 3/8, that's this one. 3/8, to make a 1/2-inch thing, you just stitch on the outside of the line that he draws. But I can get them to be done in both if that's what you guys want. I will do the 3/8 and a 1/2-inch set, and then you can have both if that's easier for you. And I can probably do the same with the solid one as well. Oh, there you go. Vixen and Pouchels also has templates too. I personally, when I'm making bags, I always use templates. For those that can't afford them, the alternative is that you take the pieces and you laminate them through a laminator. They don't last forever because obviously they're just laminate, but it will help to make a single piece of paper last, 10 times or 20 times longer. You can even double laminate them. So some pieces that are like flimsy. So like the, oh yeah, whippersnappers there as well. See, he is not USA based. He lives in Australia, but the postage that is attached, so the postage is in the price. There is no extra price, like extra additional. The postage costs pretty much the same, give or take $1 or $2, to go express in Australia or international in a normal non-express kind of a way. Strumpet, oh, there you go. So the only ones I don't think I've got is the legit knit kit, and I know I haven't done Gypsy because Gypsy wasn't a very popular pattern, unfortunately, so I just assumed you guys didn't want the templates, but I can get them done. It's not a big deal. I just send him an email and off we go. So I actually sent these ones. Well, I personally didn't send, but I sent him an order to send this set to America yesterday. It doesn't cost you any extra to send to America. If your country is not currently on my website of places to send, please send me an email or a private message, and I will organize to get all my stuff set up to be sent to your country. It's just I haven't been asked, and it's going to take me a long time to do the whole world, and I don't see the point in spending a day on my website doing the whole world when the only people that really buy from me are UK and US at this point. But if you are in, Norway or wherever and you want me to get these sent to you, I will just add it to my website. It's not a big deal. I just need to know specifically where we're going. So the coffin wallet template, I don't have that because it wasn't my pattern. I can ask if she wants me to be able to provide it. I have no objection to that. I will send her a message and I can get the coffin one done. I love Gypsy Helen. I thought that bag was adorable. The big one's probably too big, but I like big. I like dramatic. It's a big dramatic bag. He usually makes them within 2 days. So it just depends on what he's got on. I actually gave a 2-week time frame in case he goes on holiday or something. But usually if I message him first thing in the morning, 9 out of 10 times he has made them and posted them in the afternoon. I actually think he's got a store, like he's cut out some extra ones on a shelf of the more popular ones, like all the Zipper templates. But yeah. Any news on Billy 50? I haven't heard back from her. I did send her a message recently. I think she's just having a break, which is fine. But I will call her. That might be more beneficial than a text message. I will call her and see where we're at with that. She does want them up on the website, and then I can answer all of the questions that they have with the patterns. I will get onto her. I'll do that this afternoon. Hi, Patty. But yeah, my pattern guy's awesome. He packs them in like a lot of cardboard. So when opening them, please don't try and rip them because you're going to snap your templates. Make sure you cut the tape because he puts like layers and layers of cardboard to make it thick enough that they won't bend and snap. That's how he packs them, which is amazing. I think it looks awesome when it comes. But yeah, just make sure you're not ripping at it. Cut the sticky tape. This is broken, this ring. It doesn't clip properly anymore. It's probably just one of my older ones, but that's cool. But yeah, acrylic templates. Are there any that you guys want? I know somebody has messaged me and asked for the ones. Yes, so these ones will come in a tube because they fit and it's a thick cardboard tube that protects them. So but these ones come in like 3 or 4 layers of cardboard to make sure it doesn't bend. Ooh, Norway. All right, I will. Where's my book? Where's my book? Let me get my book and I'll write all this down. I love my book. It is actually just an A4 book. I know you can't see me, but I'm still going to talk. This is my pattern book. So this is where I design... Oops, there's a pen in there. This is where all the magic happens in my terrible, terrible drawings. That's about as good as my drawings get, people. I can't draw at all, which is why you'll never see, like, a drawn version of my bag. Round edges for zipper overlays. I could do that. I could just do a whole set of different overlays in like the Tory pocket size, if that's what you guys would like. And I say that because all my patterns have Tory pockets. Oh, by the way, Temptress. I am about halfway through designing the pattern. I stopped because of the handles, but I think I've got it sorted now. So, Tory pocket overloys. And I'll do some different shapes with like some funky edges. That could be cool. And you guys, I'll do boxed corner one. With like 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and 1 inch maybe. I'll write Norway at the bottom, so I'll get Norway set up on my website so you can buy stuff. I do already ship to Canada, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure I already did that one, but yes, I will set it up by the end of today. Shapes of strap connectors. I did think about this. I can't draw, even digitally. I kind of suck at it, but I would love to do like one of these and have all the different connectors on it to do up different connectors. I think that would be absolutely awesome. It was literally something I was thinking of in the shower today. So strap connectors. That could be cool. And my pattern guy's wife sews, so maybe she has some ideas on that one. I have a tablet full of my patterns. I have a cupboard full of templates, literally, like a full cupboard. I have put them all on rings, and they all live in like the coat cupboard that comes in a house, and it's full. So because before I got acrylic templates, and when I was making them myself, well, when I say me, my husband, we made them out of MDF for all of the popular bags that I was making before I started designing. So they are also all hanging up in the cupboard. And a couple of my favorite bags that other designers have done as well, I have got double laminate on. But yeah. Tory pockets, box corners, strap connectors, anything. Oh, the rivet one. Rivet placement? I don't know what to call it. I've seen one of them floating around. Can you see my cupboard? We can, but you have to ignore all the mess in my house. And I'll go slowly so nobody gets seasick. So this is just literally the cupboard. And then oh, look. I had to get another thing of, like another bookshelf because of all the hardware that's come in. This is my cupboard. So all my stock is both up the top and down the bottom. And then this is my cupboard. Let me try and get closer for you. Whoops, sorry, I just knocked it with my knee. So I've got my scan and cut mats live in here as well. And then these are all my different patterns going on. So like this one here is the Lynette business bag by Swoon. That one is Nora. This one is Harlot and Strumpet and etc, etc. So they all just hang in the cupboard and I can get to them. If I really wanted to, I could have cute little tags, but I haven't done that just because I can't really be bothered. But that's how I store all my stuff. Just lives in a pattern, in a cupboard. The Tory rivet template. Oh, I like that. The Tory rivet template. I'm going to write that down because I will never remember that. Awesome. I'd be willing to do up some strap connector shapes in Photoshop. That would be amazing because I am not Photoshop savvy at all. If you could get them done up, I can send them to our guy and I will have them in a sheet. And so you can just lay it down and trace them out. I think that would be amazing. It'd be fun. But yeah, so all my stuff lives in that cupboard. That's not all my stock because I'm about to do a market in like a week and a half. I really need to do a mock setup, but half of it I've already put in tubs because it wouldn't fit in my cupboard. Do I like my chair? I do. However, it already squeaks, which I'm not overly happy about, but I also haven't tried to fix that. I really need to ask my husband to get him to stop doing that. Is there large templates for zippers? As in, how large do they go? They go to 12 inches long, which is that one there. So that's a pretty big, that clip, pretty big zip. I've also been thinking about the skull 3D printed things. Now, while I can't seem to find anyone that will 3D print them, I did have a thought that I could do some in resin. This was my latest thought that I've been looking into. Have to go, lunch break finish. Bye, Yolanda. WD-40, yes. I will get something onto that because the squeaking does annoy me now. But we will get onto that. I found this one that holds my pens. I can get a mold for this. So I have been contemplating whether I should start doing like cool colored resin ones. But they're not great for holding, they're not great for holding clips, in my opinion, because they just don't hold enough. I mean, they probably do, but the opening's not very big. So like, it takes a minute to get into there. I do like the open one of this, but again, no 3D printer. And I'm not buying another one because I sucked at it the first time. So I am contemplating whether to go down the resin route and do them in some fun colors. I suppose it would be dependent on if you guys are actually interested in it, because resin is expensive. I've been looking into it, and to get like a big tub is about $200. I'm not sure if I'm there yet. I also have a really big needle. This comes in surprisingly handy when sewing buttons on, for anyone that's interested. It's like a big doll needle, I think, or upholstery needle or something. I don't know. Resin and epoxy can be dangerous, causing lots of allergies. That probably answers that question then. Nobody wants to play that game. I'm also on coconut water instead of energy drinks lately. That's my thing. Could I what? Hold on. Could you modify the skull so the top is piggy bank style? Oh, that'd be cool. I could probably find someone that's made a mold. I can't make molds. And again, no 3D printer. I really wish I was better at it because I had such plans with those things. I was also going to do like zipper attachment things. I had so many plans, but they're not my friend. And I'm not getting another one. They take up a lot of time to set up correctly, and it's just not my thing. It's very technically engineering. No, thank you. So anyway, right. Does anybody have any questions about acrylic templates? May have to beg my husband to 3D print me. So you can get the design for free off Thingiverse. For anyone that has a 3D printer and wants one of these, I blew it up to 100 and either 10 or 115%. And it is a free design on Thingiverse. So I don't remember what it was called. It was ages ago. But you can find them. A few people have designed it on there. I love my Lord of the Rings bowl so much. The Lord of the Rings bowl is awesome because it fits all your hardware, but it's still easy to get into. It doesn't need to hold a lot of stuff. Can you cut the templates out of plexiglass? Me personally, I can't do anything. I don't know where my guy gets this stuff. I do know that he uses 2 thicknesses. This one is thicker than this one, I think. This one's a thicker one so that these don't break. And then he uses a thinner one on some of the other ones. But so like this one that's got all the holes and stuff is thicker plastic than that one. The thicker plastic obviously costs more, but it also ensures that like none of this part breaks. But I don't know where he sources his stuff. I don't question him. He does great. I just kind of leave him to it, to be totally honest. Oh, it annoys me when my hair's wet. I should have dried it. Anyway. But yeah, I think that's about it for that. I don't know what else to tell you about templates, really. I love them. I use them for everything. They make my life easier. I love that they are clear. They do cost a bit, but you have to remember on my website, that price that you see includes postage. So, and it's express postage in Australia. Will the templates be a limited offer? Nah, I will supply them until the guy tells me no more, and then I'll probably go and try and find someone else. In a week, I sell anywhere from 1 to 15, It just depends on who wants what. When I release new patterns, sometimes if people absolutely love it, they buy the pattern and the acrylic set at the same time. Sometimes they, I don't know, like a month later, they love it, they want it. So it does include in postage. So the price, when you go and click on it, you will buy it. That price includes the postage everywhere. Literally all over the world. It costs about the same no matter where you're sending it. And if it's a couple of dollars difference, I cop that price. So you purchase it, I will send it to you. That is literally how it works. Yeah. So it's worldwide. It's not a big deal. They will take longer, obviously. It's express in Australia, but standard international shipping. So it goes however long it takes. It's usually between 2 and 4 weeks, COVID depending. Unfortunately, I can't dictate the postage. Sometimes stuff comes in a day, sometimes it comes in a week. Unfortunately, that's out of my hands. But he does make them really quickly. It's just, yeah, sometimes they get lost in the mail. Thank you, Vicky. But I think they arrive pretty quick. Every time I write a new pattern, I send it, as soon as I finish the pattern pieces, I send them to him so he can send me a set so I can play with them. So every set that I sell, I already own in my house. I pay for them just like everybody else, because I like them. And I like making my own bags. That's why I designed them. Oh, actually, I should do some for Minx, the drink bottles. I might do that. I might get onto that this afternoon as well. Because Minx is awesome. I've already made 25 drink bottle holders. They're quick. They're so quick. For anyone that hasn't seen it, it is $4 on my website, or if you join my Facebook group, the pattern is free. I took it free off my website because I kept getting all these 0 orders and it was messing with my analytic-y whatever. Kept telling me I was having a bad day and I wasn't. So you can get it for free in my Facebook group, or you can buy it for $4 on my Facebook page. Not my Facebook page, my website. That's the one. Would you consider adding an overlay on the template photo to say something like price includes shipping? It does say in all the descriptions. I'm pretty sure it already says prices includes express shipping in Australia and standard international. I thought I did write that, but I will double check to make sure that they all say it in the description part. I don't really have a lot to write in the description part. Hi, buy an acrylic set, but I'm pretty sure I did say it includes express, because I copy and paste it for the most part. Just like at the bottom of all my things that says no refunds on digital downloads and blah, 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 blah. That's just copied and pasted from one to another as well. So if there's a spelling error in one, there will literally be a spelling error in all of them. Anyway. Oh, I will take off the shipping overseas will cost extra, because it doesn't. It just takes longer instead. Total price includes express shipping. Yeah, cool. Oh, tassel templates. That's another one I do. So I have anyone that ordered yesterday, I haven't sent the email yet because I'm doing this instead. After this, I will jump on. I've got a couple of people that have ordered templates. So if you do it in the next hour, I will send them to him, like the orders this morning. And they will be sent out either today or tomorrow for you. All right, I will go and fix my website to tell you that it is standard international shipping. I will fix all of those. But the price is included. And I didn't add, I know a lot of people tell me that my acrylic templates are cheap. I did that deliberately. I don't actually get a very big cut from them. I did them because I want you guys to have them, because I love them. So most people were telling me to like double and triple the price of them. I haven't even done any of those things. I've just added like a little bit because I incur fees on my website and stuff. So yeah, I made them cheaper. That was my choice. Do you have a time frame for Trollope templates? So all templates, he's got like a big like laser machine, like a really big one. So he just types in what he wants and then it makes them all. So if you ordered, oh, I haven't got Trollope templates up. Do I? Do I? Did I put them up? I don't know. I've got them because I made them. Maybe I just haven't put them on the website. I will do that today if they're not up, because this is Trollope here. Yay. Okay, I will put Trollope up today so you guys can purchase them today. I will do that before I send the email. Trollope templates will be available. I will put them up. But there's a lot of pieces, so just be prepared for the price. I will put them up today. Then you can order them today. I will send an email later, and then everybody can order all the templates. I'm rambling now, but that's okay. All right, I will fix that. Does anybody have any more suggestions on templates I should get, or questions in general before we finish up here? I love Trollope. I really want to make some more. If I have some more time, I will. I didn't do a video yesterday because I was busy. I do have Harmony cut out by Shambhala, which is the one with the fringing. I haven't cut the fringing part yet, but I will. It's going to be like a horse bag. I want to take it to the show if it doesn't sell before then. I may or may not do that tomorrow. I also want to do a sewing candy about piping because I need it for a Trollope. I'm halfway through. Not a template question, but is an 8x8 hoop better than a 6x10? Meh. 6x10, 8x8, I have both. So I don't really know how to answer that question. If your machine can take both, buy both. I only recently got my 6x10. It takes all the sizes, but it didn't come with all of them. So mine come with an 8x8 and an 8x12. The 6x10 I use for something that's made in the hoop. Well, the Billy 50 bag. You can do hers in a 6x10. But you can also do it in an 8x8, I'm pretty sure. So I don't know how to answer that question for you. I like them both. But I like 8x8 better because it's a good t-shirt size. Does that help? There is a template site in the US, but you have to send them proof that you purchased the pattern. Yes, because they do other people's patterns. Whereas my patterns are all my patterns and I can actually just see. So I can see if you haven't purchased the pattern. And trust me, I do check. So if you haven't, except obviously I won't for Minx because it's a free pattern and Pouchels. But I can see, I can go back through all my orders and see if you haven't purchased the pattern yet. And I do check. But I don't write that because I'll just email you and be like, hey, you forgot to order it. How do you cut out using a template? Oh, okay. So I'm going to see if I can move us to a table where we can do this. Actually, I might just do it here. We'll just twist. We'll twist to my mess. I've got mess. Don't worry about my mess. Also, because I've got this on a ring, I actually just hang it from here now to make it easier to get to. And this one did have a hook, but I recently rearranged so it hasn't got one anymore. So you get a cutting mat. And you get a piece. I'll do this one because it fits on the thingy. You also need a rotary cutter. Rotary cutters are very important for this. For curves, I really love my mini. I do have one left on my website. I can get more in if they are popular. This is an 18 mil. It is tiny. It does curves really, really well. And now I need a scrap of fabric. Ugh. Top one will do. I find templates slip if you don't add sticky dots. Yes and no. So what you want to do, this is a bit big to be in the scrap bucket, but whatever. First you want to iron your fabric, because obviously I've got a lot of stuff going on here. But you just lay this down on the top. Now if you want to center your design, you can literally put it there and there. If you wanted to see that better, you could actually just on top draw it with like a permanent marker. I always stand over my templates And then I will just take the rotary cutter and run it along the edge. Like this. Now when you get to here, some people like to swivel it around. Go around the corner. Corners are always a little bit trickier, which is why I like my smaller rotary cutter, which is apparently blunt in one spot. Awesome. It also doesn't help that my fabric is trying to pull itself onto the ground. But that is cut. I have somebody at my door. Hold that thought. Hi.
Morning.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
See ya. Sorry about that, guys. I'm back. I promise I'm back. I got mail. Anyway. So you can literally just press and cut around. Now, it doesn't look like it's great because it's wrinkly, but it is cut out. The corners are great. Everything's great. But if you find that yours slips, there's a couple of things you can do. Somewhere in my cupboard of hell, you can buy these stickers. These are made by Birch, so I can probably get them on my website. And they are rubber sticky circles. So I always put them on the bottom like that. Now each template I will usually put 2. So since I've put 1 on, I'm going to put a second. And what they do is they are like a grip mat for your template. So now when I put it down, it's less likely to shift around. So you can buy these and put them all the pieces. Another thing that people have suggested is to just put some dots of hot glue on the bottom. So just like some small little circles of hot glue dots, and that should do the same thing and make them anti-slip. I am yet to try that. If I knew where my hot glue gun was right now, I would do it right now. But actually, I might actually know where my hot glue gun is. I found the sticks. The hot glue gun sticks is a great start for my day. But we can try it now, and I can tell you right now if it's going to work or not. There are only so many cupboards it could have been in. So let's try this theory and see if it's going to work. I need an extension cord because I can't reach there at my table. I have this one extension cord that literally lives in the middle of my room and reaches pretty much all 4 corners, which really helps. So I've never tried this before, so you just gotta get this to heat up for a minute. This would be definitely, if this works, this is definitely a cheaper way to do it. Because one packet of these is like $11 or something outrageous. But they do work, so. Ha! Awesome. Yeah, definitely iron your fabric before you start cutting. Because it looks like I did a really bad job. But I didn't, I swear. You can use bigger rotary cutters. You can use the 28mm. I wouldn't recommend anything larger if you're cutting curves. They don't like to go around curves as much. So you can use the little one or the medium one. I don't even own a 60mm. I think that's outrageously large and unnecessary for what I do. If you did a lot of straight line cutting, it might be alright, but I've got 3 sizes. I've got this one, and then I've got 28 and 45. So this is the biggest one I own. But I don't use it to cut out curves. I might use this one to cut like handles of bags, but that's about it. But it's got that whole comfy thing going on. So I own 2 Fiskars. Most of my cutting stuff is Fiskars, but Fiskars doesn't do this size. So this one is Clover, for anyone that wants to know the brands of stuff. I use my 60mm for cutting multiple layers of vinyl. There you go. Okay. let's destroy a little one in case I botch it. So I always want to put the glue on the back. So we're going to put a dollop there. I also don't want it to be too high. I don't want like a tall dollop because I feel like that's not going to help my cause either. And I'm trying to do them in circles, but obviously I'm not great at circles. So we've got, you know, a messy looking blob. Also, probably don't put it right in the center if you're trying to center things, because it's going to distort the look. I'm also going to do it on the vinyl window, because that one's not my friend either. I'm just going to do it on 2, because if it doesn't work, I don't want to trash all my pattern pieces. Then I'll have to pick it off or repurchase them. Don't know why I'm doing circles. I think it's because the other ones are circles. But we'll see. This might be the coolest thing ever. Can you get replacement blades for the 18mm? I can order them in, so I will do that. I actually just put in a birch order already. I have ordered all the interfacing I'm missing. I ordered it over a week ago. We're still just waiting though. Okay, let's try this. Where's my fabric? I really want something not so screwy. Hang on. Oh, this one's a bit better. Looney Tunes. I'm going to move that so I don't knock it, because nobody wants to play that game. This one's way better. All right, so it actually works really well, guys. Really well. Let's try and cut around it though, because it is now raised. Now, I don't necessarily want to destroy more fabric unnecessarily, but I also really want to try this out. So I'm not going to be using this, so I'm going to include the salvage edge just so it fits in the space that I want it to. That is really not moving though, guys. Right. Hot glue gun for the win. But make sure this one's probably raised a little bit high. So you want to try and get them as flat as possible. This one's a little bit high. So I will be attempting to pick that one off and do it again. Oh, and you can just pick it off if you botch it. That works out really well. So nice and flat is the official solution to this problem. So guess what I'm going to be doing for like ever? You don't want them too high because it raises this up, which gives more chance for things to go wrong. So nice flat bits is my official thoughts on that. But that is definitely cheaper than the dots, because you can buy a hot glue gun with glue things for like 20 bucks, and that would do at least a whole set. Whereas this, whoops, you might get one set out of all those dots. Super glue is definitely where it's at, people. I like it. So there you go. We learned something else today. We all learned something. I like it. We all know what I'm going to be doing today, don't we? Sidetracked and gluing things. Apparently that's just who I am. These things are the best. So again, you can get these from variety stores and $2 shops or whatever else you want to call them. And they are amazing. I always buy the bigger ones. I used to get the smaller ones for when I did cardboard, but the bigger ones are better for MDF and acrylic. Now, you can obviously make your own templates. If you can't afford the ones that I provide, it's totally fair enough. I get it. Not everyone has lots of money to spend on sewing additives. So, the solution to that would be buy yourself some MDF and a jigsaw and go to town. I used to do that, actually. The only reason I stopped doing it is because I found it wasn't as effective. Because my husband, in all his glory, can only cut so straight. So he did a really good job, and I am very thankful for what he made me. But It only does so good. What are those rings usually for? They're called card rings. So what they used to be designed for is, you know, when you collect cards from like every shop you go to, like a Flybuys card, and a Coles card, and a, you know, everywhere, Rivers card, etc., etc. You punch a hole in the corner, and then you're meant to be able to like put them on a ring so you can flip through them. Spotlight do sell them in the scrapbooking section. They're just a lot more expensive there. Or I get them for like 6 for $2 or $1.99 from the $2 shop called M-Mart near where I live. I'm also putting the circles in the corner because then it's going to hold the corners in place, by the way. Binder rings. There you go. Binder rings in the US. Thank you. I buy those shower hoops. I have got them in my cupboard so long as you're using really thin ones because the hole in these are only so big. As you can see that. Yeah, excellent. So I'm doing just a really thin, small amount because the glue itself is going to make it sticky enough. You don't need to do a big heat stuff. So this is going really well, and I'm still on my same stick of glue, and you can barely see that I've made a dent. I'm also doing it in the corners because I feel like that's probably best. Hi, Laurie. eBay has them as well. There you go. And I'm making sure that it goes on the back. Except for pieces that have to be reversed, I'm actually going to put the glue on both sides. So like this one here is going to have it on both sides because we cut one and then we cut one reversed. It says it on there. Hi, Bella. This is kind of fun in a really weird way. Target and Amazon. Oh, okay. So we'll come to this one. What I'm going to do is... Oh, whoops, wrong side. Wrong side. I'm going to go down the edge. Like that. A little bit more. This is going to help the grip down the edge because I don't have a better solution. And you can still see through it. Yay! Hi, Laurie. So we were talking about templates, and then we've discovered that if you put hot glue gun on the bottom, they don't slip. So now I'm just sitting doing that because I'm actually having a really, really big lot of fun, which is ridiculous because it's a hot glue gun, but whatever. I'm enjoying myself. You guys are just watching me while we chat now. Because this is cheaper than the $11 dots. Voila! So that's a whole set done, and I didn't even use half a stick of glue for anyone that is keeping tabs on how much this will cost. Oh yeah, you got to hit like on the video. I never remember to tell you guys that, hey. It's not a thing. Whatever, it's fine. Yeah, so, that's a whole set done. Yay! Oh yeah, so I got my nail, I ripped off this nail yesterday. Well, I didn't rip it off, I scratched my back and it fell off. So I had to get that replaced yesterday morning, and then they took really long time, and then I didn't have time to do a video, and then I was supposed to be making these things. So that's why there was no video yesterday. It was going to be the Shambhala bag, and then today was going to be the hack on my strumpet to get the card slot section better, but it didn't happen. So I haven't even cut out a strumpet yet, so I might try and do that today, and that could be tomorrow's video, because I know a lot of you are keen to know what the hack is. So instead of having to turn it through, I found a better way, which I've done on the last 3 wallets that I've made. All right, I'm going to unplug that now. You could even do glitter ones if you wanted your weird lumps to look pretty, but I like clear. I think clear is a good idea for the templates. So yeah, I think that's all I want to say. Unless anyone's got any more suggestions on templates you want to see. Hi, Tori and everyone. I heard you mention cutting a mirror image. What exactly does that mean? So, cutting a mirror image. Where is it? Did I put it back? I will show you in a minute if I can find it. It's not here. Where did I put it? There it is. Right. So this pattern piece is not symmetrical. So to cut a mirror image means I have to cut one on my fabric. I have to cut this one down like this and then flip it in the center point. So then I cut one like this. So what we want is we want this curve to then be on the other side like this. So that's cutting one as a mirror image or reverse. Generally speaking, it will always be this midpoint that you need to flip. It'll never be like that, because then that second piece would be upside down. So to cut a mirror image is always the straightest edge in a vertical line, and then you cut it so one's that way and one's that way. I hope that answered your question. So this one does say one reversed. So reverse would mean cut one like that and then cut one like that. Speaking of which, because this one gets cut reverse, we're also going to put some hot glue on both sides. I don't do a lot of patterns that have cut reverse. Most of my patterns are pretty symmetrical. So you don't necessarily have that problem. But with the Trollope especially, this front flap, I wanted to have that center line. If you don't want to have the center line, you can actually just take back the seam allowance and cut it on the fold, and then you wouldn't have to have it. But I thought it was like a nice little detail in the bag. But you can skip it. It also gives me a perfect placement to put an embroidery design, like this one. So this is the one I'm going to put piping in, but I'm doing a Groot Trollope, which I thought was really cute. With the leftover the leftover Groot fabric I had after I made a baby bag. So I had just enough to do the main pieces, but all the pockets had to be waterproof canvas. So this needs piping, which is why I'm going to do a mini piping video. But that's one, and then that's one reversed. So that was the same pattern piece. And then I've obviously got the center bit, and I've done an accented red stitching because on the fabric, he's holding a red heart. So I thought it was all kind of relevant. And then I'm going to do red piping on this metallic blue vinyl. This vinyl is from Spotlight, and I put interfacing on the back because it's a really thin vinyl. But that's one and then one reversed. There, that's what it looks like. I really need to finish this bag. I think it will sell as soon as I finish making it, to be honest. But I need the piping because I've decided piping will look amazing. So there we go. I hope that answered your question. We've done a lot of stuff today. This is not where I thought I was heading, playing with a hot glue gun, but I'm okay with it. I always get a little bit sidetracked in lives. It's fine. Right, any other questions before I disappear back to this? And have some more coconut water while I'm at it and be healthy. Okay, I guess there's no more questions, so I'm going to disappear. I will get Trollope up. Oh wait, there we go. I just googled to see what Groot is. So Groot is a Marvel character, and he was in the all the latest movies. He is one of the Guardians of the Galaxy, and he is a talking, moving tree. But the only thing he says is, "I am Groot." He just says it in different ways, and apparently it means different sentences. So there you go. I'm ready for the next live. Ha! No more lives today, but I might try and do the sewing candy for the piping if I can get these other bags finished, because that's an order. I will draw up some of those strap connectors. That would be amazing. And then I will get them made into things. Can we do them for 1-inch hardware, since that's mainly what I sell? You can always cut down the edge bits if you guys wanted it smaller, but 1-inch seems to be the trend. Most of my hardware is 1-inch. Piping, don't know, I love piping. Piping's so pretty. You just need see, we've got sidetracked again, but that's okay. Where's my foot? A zipper foot. Zipper foot and piping. I'll do that video. We're going to get this done. As soon as I finish these, which could be any time in the next, I don't know, how many have I got to do? I've got to make 12. I have done 6. So I'm halfway through the edging bits. So once I get them finished, because it's in order, I will do the piping, how to make piping video, sewing candy video. And then I will do a separate one is how to sew in your piping. So one or the other. Because you can buy pre-made piping as well. Anyway, zipper foot is your friend for piping. I think I've got a piping foot. I have a piping foot where it's supposed to like sit in the groove. I don't use it. I don't love it. It's not my friend. I actually just prefer to use a zipper foot. For me personally, I have a lot of feet. I'm a little bit, I get sidetracked with like gadget feet, but I don't use most of them. I use my invisible zipper foot because that's amazing. But I don't use the piping foot or that piping foot. I don't use my big fat foot. I don't use my rolling foot. So this has got little rollers on the bottom that was supposed to be really good for vinyl. Tell you right now, it's not. So I don't use that. I very rarely use my rolled hem feet. I just do it by hand now. I bought this. This was supposed to be a Teflon zipper foot, and it's terrible, so I don't use that. And this is the foot that is supposed to be like a normal foot. I sometimes use that. So I use them. Some tutors use them, never use them. It feels like a waste of money, but at least now I know. I will be doing vinyl for this particular bag, but my sewing candy video will discuss how to cut out all different types of fabric to use for different vinyls. So I will, yeah, the piping. Sorry, not vinyls. The piping video will have how to do cotton, poplin, and vinyl piping. And then I'll talk about pre-made piping since I've got some in black. And then I'll do a separate video on how to install it, because I've got to do it in that bag anyway, so I may as well just record that bit. I love my Teflon foot. I actually don't really, unless I'm doing zippers, I don't take it off. I just live with my Teflon foot. It works fine for other fabrics. I don't really do anything but make handbags on this machine anymore. All my clothing gets done on my domestic. So I just leave that foot in, and unless I'm doing an invisible zipper or something, or I need to do piping. So I will change to this foot when I need to do piping. It is metal, so I have put Teflon tape on the bottom of it, which is this. I bought this for $13, and it's probably going to last me the rest of my life. I can do a sewing candy with my invisible zipper foot. I actually bought one for my domestic machine. If I remember where I put it, I will set that up and do it, because I'm pretty sure I will cut out a dress that requires an invisible zipper foot and then do it. But yes, I can do that. That is not a problem. Invisible zipper feet are amazing to install invisible zippers. It requires minimal to no effort once you've got that foot. It's amazing. I love it. Yes, I agree. Leave your Teflon foot for everything. But I would like to start doing more sewing candies, because I understand not everybody has 2 hours to listen to me ramble. I finally cut out, you know those, I don't know if you guys saw, I did high-waisted pants in like an animal print, and they were fabulous. I have cut out a pair to do as a video. I cut that out this morning because it was in my way. Don't get a piping foot. Get an invisible zip. Yeah, get a really, really close zipper foot like this. Hold on, you can't see it. Get a zipper foot like this. Don't get a piping foot. I've used them. I don't love them. And with a handbag, because there's so many layers, it doesn't really help you anyway. Trust me, I've tried. I bought them. I bought them in both directions. So the piping can be one side or the other. I'm so glad I entertain you, Laurie. So glad. Roll hem foots are really good if you can't do it by hand. I have just, because I didn't have one for so long, I can now just do it by hand. How do you sew fake fur? You've got to push it down away from the seam, and then once you finish sewing, you got to pluck it out with a needle so that you don't see the seam of fur and it all blends in. But I am going to make a dragon out of fluffy stuff, so we could probably do that as a video too. I only use this foot for piping. I bought piping feet and they suck. Because of the layers of a bag, the piping channel is never deep enough to hold all the layers of a bag, so you never get close enough and you usually have to go back with this anyway. So I just skip all of that and do this straight away. But I'll do a video on how to do piping in a bag, on that exact bag that I just showed you, and I will do a separate video on how to make the piping as well, because there's like a few little tricks to make it a little bit easier for you. So we will do that. I will do that after I have done these, whether that is today or tomorrow. I have to get these done. Although Bunnings lost half my stuff, so I can't technically finish all of them, but I can get as close as possible. That would be lovely. I always have a video on in the background. That's cool. I always have really loud, heavy rock music lately. Rock music is my jam. I showed the secretary at my accountant's office, who is Australian, your tutorials. She got a kick out of me. That's cool. What can I say? I'm amusing, if nothing else. There's always something random I have to tell you about. Speaking of random, I wonder what's in my packages. I don't know what I buy half the time. Or I do and I don't. No word of a lie, someone sent me a bouncy ball. What? What? This is my life. Someone sent me a bouncy ball. I promise I did not order a bouncy ball. That is literally the most random thing that has ever shown up in the mail for me. Ever. Someone sent me a bouncy ball. What? Knew this would be entertaining. I know what this is. This is a game for my child's Nintendo 3DS. And I guess... yeah, I mainly got it for me. I'm not going to lie. It's Crash Bandicoot. This is the one game that I really enjoyed playing on the original PlayStation when it came out, because that's how old I am. And it now comes in DS. So even if he doesn't enjoy it, I know I'm going to enjoy it. So I found it on eBay because I wanted him to have some fun games. And this is going to be great. But I'm not playing it today because I am busy playing with my bouncy ball. What? I'm still not over this. This is the who pays for the postage of a bouncy ball? I can play jacks with my hardware. I could play jacks with all my sewing feet. Who needs knuckles, right? Ah! No, we're not doing that. That failed. Anyway, a bouncy ball. It's not even like a part to something that I've purchased. Like, it's not, I don't know. Literally. I'm so glad I did this on camera. I would have been saying the same thing off camera and just yelling what and laughing. Dad had a PlayStation, Mum. No, it came from China. So it's like a China gift from something that I've bought in China. small priority packet. It's apparently a priority to get me the bouncy ball. Went through customs and everything. It's made my day. Someone went through all the effort to package and pay for a bouncy ball. Anyway, I'm going to go. I feel like this live is probably done, and I have to get back to this thing. I know it doesn't look exciting, but I'm going to put a rivet here so that people can attach the keys, and it's going to be like a work bag that's got pockets for anyone that is wondering what the hell it is. So you get a big pocket at the back, 2 pockets at the front. It's going to have a key thing, and it'll have like a 2-inch strap with a buckle to get it on and off. So that's what I'm making, and I'm going to make 12. So I've done 4 red, 4 orange, and I'll be doing 4 green, because how could I not do green? That's what I'm doing today. It is just a pattern that I made up. I do that a lot. If anybody ever gets like super inquiring about it, I could probably write it up as a pattern. It's not difficult. It's just, it is what it is. Apparently there are companies that send balls to people in the mail to show appreciation, and you can usually leave a message to be included. There was no message in there. It's just a ball. Just think how many people would complain that they didn't get that little ball. Yeah, true. Chad's gonna love it. He loves bouncy balls. We're always throwing one around somewhere. So, there you go. Do I work out? No, I ride my horse. That's enough of a workout. I suppose that's technically working out, but not really. I don't do gyms. Who's got time for gyms? I'm too busy sewing. Did I HTV my t-shirt? I sure did. It was a free design that I found, I don't know, somewhere on the internet, and I thought it was hilarious. So I made myself it actually is sparkly HTV, so it's like metallic-y, very cool. I'm just ridiculous, it's fine. I buy a lot of blank t-shirts to either embroider or HTV just because it amuses my day. And I try and do a couple of sewing ones to wear in sewing videos. I should do more, but requires going to Kmart, and I don't want to. You're right, I really do like my bouncy ball. Not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. And I put my website on my back with my old logo, because this is an old t-shirt. So I walk around and like self-advertising, which I thought was kind of cool. What does it say? Eat, sleep, sew, repeat. So eat, sew, sleep, repeat. So there you go. All right. I will go and do Trollope. My horse's name is Ace. His name is Associate. And we have another horse called Jack. So we have Blackjack as far as horses are concerned. He is awesome. Who needs sleep? So true, Nick. So true. But yeah, my horse is awesome. I actually need to make a like saddle blanket thing for his lunging system. So I might do a video on how to do that too, because that'd be fun. And it's going to have edging, and you guys want to see me use my edging thing. So we will do that as a video, because that'll be fun. And it's going to be green. I'm going to warn you all now. It's going to be green. I just don't know which green. I could do it with Yogi Bear. That'd be cool. I can see Yogi Bear, and I can see How to Train Your Dragon that's got green fabric from where I'm sitting, because my cupboard's open. I need that with knit instead of sew. If you can find it, Mum, I will make it. All right, guys. I'll see you later. I gotta go.